We're live. Hello, hello. I got some matcha right here with me, and then I also have my water. And so typically when I go to work, I always have like 3 to 4 cups of different beverages. So right now I only have 2, so that's good. But how's everyone? Happy Sunday. It's been such a long time since I've actually done a live. So this was super spur of the moment random. So I'm not expecting there to be a lot of people in here since I decided to go live like 20 minutes ago. Um, Hi, Corinne. Shout out at SKW Lives. And hi, Nana. Shout out at Learn with Nana. How are you guys doing? How's your Sunday? Um, my Sunday is going so good so far. I've had such a fun weekend, and I'm just really excited to kind of give some life updates. Like I said, it's been so long since I've actually done a live. I don't even remember my last live, if I'm being honest. That's how long it's been. So it feels good to be back, to be doing a live. I told myself I wanted to get back at doing lives once we were a little more settled into our new place. Hi, Josh. My hubs is in here. Corinne said, me and dad had a really productive day. Ooh, what did you guys do today? I follow my sister obviously on Instagram, and so she's been posting what they've been doing all day. So if you guys want to check out the behind the scenes, you should go follow her at SKW Lifts on Instagram. Hi, Sherry. How are you? It's nice to see you too. I was just saying how it's been so long since I've done a live, and I feel so happy to be doing this live because it's been a hot minute. But we have some notes. We have some things to go over. I'm excited to just give a few life updates. And like I said, I definitely want to get back in the swing of things of like having weekly lives, even if it's not weekly, maybe bi-weekly lives. We'll see. So yeah, I'm excited. Corinne said we went to Roar King, the feed store. Our Aunt Carrie's for menudo, and then fed the animals. Oh, that's awesome. How are the animals doing? I miss Dahlia so much. And Dahlia is my dad's goat, and she's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So yeah, I miss the animals so much. I loved when we were in Florida. I would like wake up with Corinne and we would feed the animals, and it was so fun. The animals are slaying. I love that. I wonder, will you get more chicks soon? They have a big old chicken coop, and I can't remember how many chickens they have, but when I was there, they had quite a bit. But I know with chickens, they're hard to keep up with being out there with all the other animals. But yeah, what is everyone else up to today? It's a beautiful day here in Austin. It actually looks a little cloudy, which I'm not upset about. So maybe it won't be so hot today. I'm gonna actually check the weather. It's been like crazy, like 106, 105 around there. So it's been very hot, which we definitely knew that coming back to Austin. If you guys don't know, my husband and I and our pup Rex actually moved back to Austin, Texas. We were in Charleston, South Carolina for a year, and then before that, we were in Denver, like the down like Lohi area for a year. And yeah, and then before that, we were in Austin. So we are back in Austin, and we're so happy. We love it here so much. But one thing about Austin, I would say probably the only bad thing about Austin is it's so hot during the summers. It's definitely brutal summers compared to like Denver. I wouldn't say their winters are like brutal, but for me being from Florida, it was kind of brutal for me. So it's like brutal winter or brutal summer. I would rather a brutal summer than a brutal winter. I'm not a winter girly. I am very excited for fall time. I know it's only about to be September, but I'm still very excited. I already put a few pumpkin decorations out. We were unpacking and I saw them and I was like, I'll just place these out. It was funny. Josh was like, you already put Halloween out? I'm like, not fully. All right, let's see what the weather is. Oh, this is breezy. It's only 92 right now. And then later it's gonna get up to 96. So that's That's so nice. I'm telling you, one day after work, I got, out and I, like, was walking in my car, and it just felt like the heat, like, hit me in the face, like, it was so hot, and then that day it was 106, so it was pretty tough. Thankfully, I don't work outside, so I can't complain too much about the heat. I work in the air conditioning, thankfully, but I give a lot of respect to anyone that works out in this heat here in Austin or just anywhere. It's supposed to be, like, in the lower 90s to, like, 91. Oh my gosh, next Sunday is 89 degrees, that's really nice. I'm so curious to see how, the seasons are gonna be here. We don't really get seasons, but it will get a little chilly, around, like, January. We had, like, the snowpocalypse is what we called it when we lived here, and it actually snowed in Austin, which was kinda crazy. Um, but yeah, it feels good to be back. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should at Life with Mars. It's the same as my tag on here. I've been posting a lot of just like restaurant recommendations where we've been going for like coffee and different spots like that. That's something I was really excited to get back to doing when we moved back to Austin. So there's definitely going to be a lot more recommendations. We have a full list of just like categorized by different like restaurants, coffee shops, cocktail spots, things to do along those lines. And we've actually made a pretty good dent in the list so far, which is kind of crazy because we haven't even been here. I think, oh wow, I think today would be a month that we've been in Austin. So that's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, we actually had a date night on Friday. We usually try to do like a weekly date night, and we went to this place called Oseo. I say this about every restaurant, but I really think this is my favorite restaurant. It's like Korean style food. So we had this, I'll pull up a picture. We had this Korean style chicken, and it was amazing. The flavors were just so, so good. And then we also got ribs, and they fell off the bone so, so good. And the cocktails were also really good. I'm not like a bourbon, like, I don't really like bourbon or, like, dark liquor usually, but my husband got this old fashioned, and I tried it, and it actually was so good. It had, like, you after you took a sip of it, it had, like, a note of, like, orange at the end, and it was really, really nice. So this is the fried chicken, and then they also had pickled vegetables that came with it, and it was chef kiss. So that's what it looks like. It's so, so good. We just kinda did it, like, family style. We ordered a few things and then split it. And then I took videos, not very good photos, but here is, the ribs. They were really, really good. I wanna go back. Our waitress was telling us kinda, like, next time we come back, what to order, and so we'll definitely be back many more times. I'm going to get myself ooh, a pumpkin cold foam chai. That sounds delicious. I Are you getting it from Starbucks? I heard their, all their fall drinks dropped, so I'm assuming that's where you're going. I have my little matcha. I'm being good today, having my at-home drink. Yesterday we went to a coffee spot called Cosmic. I think it's Cosmic Stililo. There's also another place called Cosmic Coffee. I think they're the same thing. Same owners. I love ribs too. I don't know, like Korean style ribs are like might be my favorite. My mom, whenever she came to visit, we went to KG Barbecue. Oh my gosh, that barbecue was insane. And it was like it's Egyptian style barbecue, so it's way different than like the Texas style barbecue, but the flavors were out of this world. She said, I'm gonna get the Jovita a drink too for doing my hair. Oh, ooh, what are you doing to your hair today? Speaking of hair, I got a haircut on Friday. I needed a haircut so bad. The last time I got a haircut, I think was October. So I mean that's been a hot minute. And so I finally like booked. I went to a new place here in Austin that I've never been to before. And she did such a good job. I always get a little nervous because I have really long, like, I think now my hair's like not as long. Obviously, I got a haircut, but my hair before it was literally to my like hips. That's how long it was, and I always get nervous that they're gonna cut it too short. But I told her, "Can I please have a trim? Let's take off all the dead ends." And then I did long layers and then facial framings. And then as you guys know, I did curtain bangs last time I got a haircut, and I was not a fan of them. I think if you are more of a if you take more time to do your hair on the daily basis, it's amazing for you. But for me, I'm more low maintenance and I don't like having to style my hair every single day. So for me, with bangs, you have to style them every day. So I just bangs and me were not good together. So they're growing out. She did still do like curtain bangs, but she did them like longer so that they just had some shape to my face, which I really love. And I keep debating whether I want to dye my hair or not. This is really, really dark for me, and so I kinda wanna go back to, like, more of, like, a chocolatey brown, but then now that I have my hair cut, I kinda like it. So I'm, like, in this limbo between, do I dye my hair? Do I not dye my hair? I also had balayage at one point and loved it, but balayage, it's a little bit more maintenance, so we'll see what I decide. Right now, I'm really happy that I just got a haircut because getting a haircut, I just feel like it just wakes you up. I love it. My sister said she's getting a trim. Nice. I can't wait to see. Definitely send pictures. Um, but yeah, I feel like life update wise, Austin was like the big life update. I definitely want to get back on a more consistent posting schedule. I do try to post like once a week, but maybe getting back into doing the lives is definitely a priority. I do have some fun videos coming up with like the fall season arriving soon. I've also been in my bread making era. And guys, this morning I made homemade bagels. I did everything bagels, and they were really, really easy to make. I just had like a handful of ingredients that I used. And I have never used this recipe before, so I wasn't sure like if it was gonna turn out. And it turned out better than I expected, if I'm being honest. I think next time I will add a little more salt. The recipe didn't call for salt, but I did add a little salt in mine. I wish I would have added maybe like a full teaspoon of salt rather than just like a sprinkle. But this is what the bagels look like. They're so good. I'm so happy. I've been really enjoying just like baking and learning to make bread. I don't know what it is, but I'm on the bread making journey. And then I also made a little sandwich with like avocado, bacon, egg. This isn't the best photo, but this is what it looks like. So it was very, very tasty. My sister said she likes my hair the way it is. That's one vote for leave it how it is. We'll see. I honestly, I probably will end up leaving it as is, and then maybe like I don't know. I feel like summer times when I want to dye my hair, and now that we're going back into fall, I probably won't even dye my hair because I kind of think the dark hair goes with the vibe of fall time. So we'll see. Oh, I miss my sister. Hopefully, I'll be seeing her soon, though. I got to see my mom not that long ago. She came for a little weekend visit, and it was so nice to just have like some quality time. I feel like living here in Austin, there's just like, and there's always something to do. So anytime anyone comes, it's always like a new itinerary, which is really fun. I actually have some friends coming into town next weekend, and we're gonna be trying a few new like restaurants. And I kind of want to go to like a museum. There's a fun interactive museum here in Austin, I think like North Austin. So I'll definitely make sure to video that and bring you guys along. So yeah. I'm excited though. It's been a good weekend. Like I said, we did date night on Friday with Ozeo, and then we actually went to a rodeo yesterday. No idea like what to expect. I when I think of rodeo, I just don't know what I was thinking. I had really no expectation, but it was so fun. We got there a little early, and then we kind of just like walked around the whole building. It was at the Moody Center in Austin. And it was so cool to just like see everyone. Everyone was like dressed up in like their cowboy and cowgirl wear. I wore some boots. They're not technically like real cowgirl boots, but they're what I had. And they were really cute. And then my friend wore her boots, and then we went with one of our couple friends, and it was just so fun. And then we tried a bunch of food. So we got a slice of pizza. the pizza wasn't that good, if I'm being honest. And then we got a hot dog. The hot dog was really good. And then we did chicken bites, I think fries, and then of course popcorn for the show, for the bull riding. It was actually insane to watch them ride the bulls. It was kind of scary. There was one guy that actually got like stomped on, which was really scary. He was okay, of course, but during it, I was like, my heart was like racing. I was like, I can't imagine just like though it's like 8 seconds, but it's the scariest 8 seconds of your life, I'm sure. Those bulls were mad. And then they did like some fun interactive games where they were going around to random people in the crowd and giving away like Tacova boot tickets and stuff like that. I think someone also got like a free flight to like Vegas, which is really cool. So it was a really fun experience. If you ever have a rodeo near you, I highly recommend. Our tickets were relatively cheap too. I think it was like $35 a person, and it was a whole night experience, so it was fun. And we got there relatively early. I think the show didn't start till like 7, and I think we were there around like 5:30. So we had a few hours to just kind of bounce around. There also was a country concert going on. We didn't get to see the country concert though because it was outside, and if I'm being honest, yesterday it was so hot. It's just been really hot here in Austin, and so we were all wearing, like Josh, me, and then our friend Ben, we were all wearing jeans, and we're like, if we go outside, we might melt. So we stayed inside. It was nice and cool inside, which I loved. So, and I did film a little bit yesterday, so I'm gonna see what I can like compile into a video and share because it was a really good time. But yeah, that's kind of been the weekend. I think the rest of the day I need to clean up because while I was making bagels, I made a huge mess out in the kitchen. So I have a little bit to clean up after this live. And then I kind of want to go to the pool. We have a community pool here, and we haven't been yet. So I think it'd be fun to do a pool day. And then I definitely want to go for a walk. It's been a little too hot to take Rex on a walk. So maybe we'll wait until later this afternoon whenever the sun goes down to take him. I always get nervous for his little paws. Definitely a good way to check that is if you put your hand on the concrete and if it's too hot for your hand, it's going to be too hot for your dog's paws, obviously. So that's my rule of thumb that I always use. And Rex he's not like, if it's too hot, he won't even go outside to use the restroom. Like he's a little spoiled. But yeah, that's majority of my updates. I also went on a run yesterday, and guys, I'm pretty proud of myself. I did 1.5 miles, which is pretty long for me. I usually only do like a mile. I always get in my head, and I think like, I don't know, 1 mile is like my stopping point, but I know now that I can go longer than 1 mile because I actually pushed myself yesterday. So I'm excited to go on another run and see how far I can get. It ended up being 15 minutes, which I wasn't really like, the time didn't really matter to me. It was just like how long I can run for. So I think that's going to be my new system because before I used to kind of, when I run, I'm trying to go as fast as I can to get like a really good speed. But now I think I'm going to switch, like transition into maybe seeing how far I can actually run rather than how fast I can run. Because honestly, when I run really fast, like I'm so out of it where like, I don't know, yesterday I feel like I enjoyed the run a lot more than normal. Corinne said, poor baby. Yeah, don't worry. We played with him this morning though, so he's like super tired and he's been sleeping. He was actually sleeping on the bed, but then he heard Josh, so he wanted to go out with his dad. I wanted him to be in here with me, but it's okay. Me and dad were sweating at 10 a.m. Yeah, it's so hot in Florida too. And I feel like in Florida, you guys have like a lot of humidity. It is humid here in Austin, but I would say the humidity in like Florida and South Carolina is like so different compared to here. This is more like a dry heat. But yeah, hopefully soon it will cool down a little bit. I've loved summer. I've had such a fun summer, but part of me is excited for fall. My birthday's in November, so I think naturally I just like love like the time near my birthday, which is like fall time. And so I'm looking forward to it. I love like the fall fashion and just like all the fall baking. When I think of fall, I just think of like pumpkin spice and just like cookies and just, I don't know, cozy things to do. And since I've been in my baking era, I'm definitely going to be coming up with a lot more recipes. I think with baking, it's more of a science, so I will follow a recipe, where like cooking, I just kind of do my own thing and it's just like more like a guide. But I don't know, I've been really enjoying baking lately. I told my coworkers that I would bring them some stuff. So I have to see what I can throw together today. Maybe I'll bring them some bagels. I think they would love that. B-Day vibes. Yes. I can't believe I'm going to be 28, guys. That's crazy. Crazy to think about. Time flies when you're having fun. um, but yeah, I think I might end this live off here, guys. I just wanted to do a short little live, just chit chat with you guys a bit. I've honestly missed you so much. This was so fun to do. I'll definitely be, bringing the lives back because it's been too long. Hi, Dad. I love you too. But yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys in next week's video. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Bye, guys. See you next time.